Hi everyone, my name is Paul Rothwell, and as well as singing as a member of Caritas, I'm also responsible for most of the digital content that we put out online. Obviously, we're unable to create any new videos of performances at present due to the lockdown situation, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to interview Lindsay Gray, founder and conductor of the choir, to learn a bit more about him and some inside information about Caritas. So, Lindsay, we normally get to see the back of your head at performances of Caritas. So now it's a chance for us to get to meet you and see the other side of you. So we'd like to talk a little bit about Caritas as the choir. So could you start off by explaining to us a little bit about Caritas and how it all started for you?
Yes, certainly, Paul. Caritas began in 2013. I'd always been interested in the idea of developing a choir, creating my own chamber choir with selected singers. And I wanted to do something that related to charity and raise money to charities, hence the name Caritas, Latin for charity. So I selected a group of singers. We started out with about 22 singers. And we formed and we targeted a particular concert at the wonderful Ueni Priory, a medieval building. And that was in March 2013. We succeeded in our aim of raising over £1,000 for charity. And we had a fabulous programme at that first concert involving the Allegri Miserere and lots of other great choral pieces.
So the choir initially started to raise money. Does it still do that? And how has that gone over the last few years?
It's gone very well, really. We've exceeded our expectations. We thought we'd raise about 3,000 a year for different charities. In fact, it's been approaching 7,000 a year, with more concerts than we'd originally planned. And we're now up to 47,000 raised for 57 different charities from 39 concerts. So it's been a fabulous 7 years, really.
Quite amazing. And one of the things that's always astounded me about you is your ability to remember almost exactly what pieces were performed in each of those concerts, by whom, and what solos were dished out to who as well.
Yes, I'm really interested in the individual singers and their development. I mean, choosing the singers was a key feature, in fact. We wanted singers who could sight read really well. We wanted singers whose voices would blend very well with a good straight sound, ability to produce some vibrato when needed, but basically a straightish sound. And we also wanted people who would blend socially and get on well and believe in the cause of Caritas. And I was lucky enough to find these singers, and I feel very fortunate indeed to be working with a fabulous group of singers. We've changed it a bit now in that we have 15 singers now. And they all do all those things that I've mentioned, and they're very, very supportive indeed.
Are many of the singers that are present now back from the early days of Caritas? Were they in the first concert?
Yes, there are a few that sang in the first concert and have stayed with us all the way through, as well as encouraging some stability in that sense. We also like to bring on younger singers, and there's a really educational aspect to Caritas in terms of both singers and the audiences, I suppose. The audiences in terms of bringing new pieces to them that they might not have heard before, as well as lovely familiar pieces that are all favourites, but also in terms of the singers, seeing young singers come through, university students, postgrads, working with more established professional singers. And it's been lovely to see some of those go on to sing in the 16, Tenebrae, Stile Antico, and other groups in London.
So Caritas works with a lot of singers, but are there any other notable collaborations?
We have worked with other musicians and other groups, certainly. Tommy Hewitt-Jones, the composer, was someone that we were very, very keen to have an alliance with and enjoyed singing his music. We worked with the Mavron Ensemble when we sang Handel's Dixit Dominus, and we're just about to form a regular partnership with the Daffodil String Ensemble, a group which is based in the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama in Cardiff. and they're very, very keen to work with us in the same way as we operate in the future. Very exciting option there.
So with the current situation of nobody being able to attend concerts or put concerts on or see each other, what's going on with Caritas right now, and what have we got to look forward to in the future?
Well, Paul, this interview hopefully will be the first of a few, because it'd be nice to involve some other Caritasians in interviews of this type. We've been having internal quizzes amongst Caritas members, which have been great fun online, as so many groups have. In terms of future plans, we want to travel further afield. We already have planned a concert at Wimborne Minster in Dorset, a fabulous building. They've got a big anniversary coming up, and we've arranged with them to go and sing there. And we have a tour to Berlin planned. We were going to be going this summer. We can't now go, but as soon as normality returns, we want to do that. One of our former members lives in Berlin and is very, very keen for us to go, and we already have plans afoot there. We'd also like to make another CD, and we want to continue to build on these online informal recordings, which we do in rehearsals, where we just say, "Gosh, that sounded quite good. Let's do an audio video recording of that." The response to those has been fantastic, with often 1,700 people tuning in to watch them in just 24 hours.
So how did you come to the world of music, I suppose? Because your professional life, you were a headmaster and a teacher.
I was in a village church choir as a boy, and always enjoyed choral music. I sang in two very good church choirs in Nottingham, St Mary's and St Peter's, and also at Southall Minster as a deputy occasionally. And so I was lucky enough to get a choral scholarship to King's Cambridge under Sir David Wilcox, who I trained and learnt under. And then onwards, really, choral music thereafter in schools. As director of music, I would run chapel choirs, other choirs, choral societies. And even when I was a head at the cathedral school in Llandaff, again, another job I was so lucky to have, I started the girl choristers there at Llandaff Cathedral and ran them for 7 years. And that was a fantastic experience, really was enjoyable. We had some great singers coming through. Again, my daughter Susanna, Charlotte Church made her initial name locally, I think, through involvement with the school. And it was a fabulous opportunity to work with the cathedral choir. And I think that led me through to my work with the Royal School of Church Music, where I was director for almost 5 years. Ironically, in that job, because it was very much an administrative job, I didn't do so much music. So when I finished there in 2012, my first thought was form a choir, and there was Caritas.
So with all of this that goes on in your life with Caritas now and with all of your previous work that you've had, what do you do to unwind?
Well, I do have a few hobbies. I can't actually do them all at the moment because of the lockdown, unfortunately. Cricket is always been a great interest of mine. Cricket lovers will see those yellow wisdoms behind me on the top shelf over there. I used to play quite a lot. I now support and watch. I now play table tennis quite a lot. I've taken that up very fully indeed and very enthusiastically. So I enjoy sport. I enjoy involvement as well on a sort of semi-retired basis, supporting people, mentoring and acting as a mediator. I work quite a bit with a bereavement charity, To Wish Upon a Star, which supports families who lost a child tragically. So I've got a lot of different interests still. Family are very, very important, of course.
You've mentioned the current lockdown situation as well. So imagine that the lockdown has been lifted and you can have anyone over for dinner from past or present. Who would that be and why?
I think I'd want someone from whom I really felt I could learn a lot about life in its fullness. And think of someone like Nelson Mandela, perhaps, or Desmond Tutu. In the RSM, I did spend some time in Cape Town and did meet the current Archbishop there. But to meet with Desmond Tutu, that would be a fascinating experience. I think I'd want someone with Cricket Plus. So the ex-England cricket captain, Mike Brearley, who also is fascinatingly interesting on management of people and involved in psychoanalysis. I think Mike Brearley would be a great person to have around to dinner. And my countertenor hero and friend, James Bowman, who I've got to know quite a bit over the years and is always great fun and will provide a lot of laughter and variety at the evening's dinner.
Countertenors have got to stick together, haven't they, I suppose?
Absolutely. Sure do.
Oh, well, thank you for that little insight into the world of Caritas and of yourself as well. Is there a piece of music that you'd like us to play to finish off with?
I suppose I ought to take something from the Caritas CD. And one of the things we've been keen to do is to work with young and developing composers, or we've established current composers. At our first concert, we worked on a piece by Tommy Hewitt-Jones, a great young choral composer, who actually came and attended that first concert in Wenny Priory. But for this piece on the CD, I'm going to go for a motet called Sol Justitiae by Alec Roth. I knew Alec many years ago. It's been good to be in touch with him again recently. He writes beautifully. He's formed a very good partnership with the author Vikram Seth, who worked on an opera with him. But this is a really lovely, simple motet in 4 parts, unison bits, harmony bits, and a glorious soprano solo holding a top A and then descending on 2 occasions, sung by our own Tabitha Rodway in Caritas, who's been with us as one of the key members right from the word go.
Lindsay, thank you very much for that.